All right, today we're going to be cracking 10 boxes of Tactical Masters. Now, why am I cracking 10 boxes of Tactical Masters? Well, as of today's date, 3/7/23, a lot of the Labyrinth type cards have gone up in price, and I was able to score a good deal on these sealed boxes from a Pokemon seller. I paid around $40 a piece on these, so I have a $400 investment into it already. We're going to crack all the packs. I'm going to keep track of all the $2 and higher cards. Um, I'll try to keep it somewhat accurate because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the lowest priced ones by verified sellers on TCG Player to get an idea if we're breaking even or making money or even losing money or not. Sit back, relax if you like pack opening videos like these. This is the video for you. You may want to skip ahead to the end. This is going to be me just opening packs and ranting a little bit for the most part. All right, with that being said, let's get started. All right, Tactical Masters. So I've always been a fan of this set. Personally, I'm trying to get like a good angle going for you guys. Oh, my phone fell. I don't know. I don't really know how to use editing, so that's gonna stay in there. All right, we're gonna start cracking these open. We're gonna make a mess again, and that's just what we're gonna be doing. Opening the box here. All right, first pack. What do we get? Oh, I forgot. Like the supers are like just randomly in the center in these packs, which is kind of annoying. Oh, welcome Labyrinth. That's our first hit. Welcome Labyrinth. I hope hopefully that might be a little bit better. Moving these up a little bit. Ugh. All right. Well, welcome Labyrinths are around 25. We'll just add to cart real quick. All right. We're gonna keep going. This actually has a lot of good. I mean, it has a lot of good like reprints in it too. Like I believe Droll and Lock, Anti Spell, Cosmic Cyclone. The Runic cards are not bad hits either, since the Runic engine does see a little bit play in the current format. I guess the only cards we really don't want to hit are the what are they called again? They're called the Valiants. Those Valiant cards are probably the only cards we really don't want to hit. But like hitting Runic cards and Labyrinth cards isn't terrible. Might make this up a little bit more. I believe the average ratio per box is about 3 ultras to a box. I forgot if the collector rares count towards the ultra ratio. But we're just going to go through this quickly. I don't want to make this like a long video. Let's see what we got. Oh, I guess. Oh, I forgot Book of the Cliffs got reprinted in this set. All right, those are like $1 a piece, though. Book of the Cliffs aren't like bad hits either. I'm probably intentionally going to skip over some rare pulls. Like, I know Droll, like Book of Cliffs is around $1 right now. I know Droll and Locks aren't bad. I think they're like $2 to $3. So that's like nice to make up a little bit on the bulk side of things. Here we go. There's one Droll and Lock. Oh, rip. We got a Valiance card. I don't think that's... Or if anything, I'm going to check real quick. Yeah, Book of Cliffs are around $1. Oh, Drolls are only $1 right now. Okay. Oh, yeah, this card is like under... This card's under 50 cents. So that's definitely not a hit right now. Oh yeah, this last weekend though, I actually played in the One Piece pre-release, and that was interesting. One Piece is probably the worst run TCG I've ever personally experienced. Well, Bandai as a whole, I don't think knows how to properly run their events. Oh, lovely, lovely. That's a lovely hit, all right. Lovelies are around like $3. I'll add that to the cart for now. Yeah, but yeah, the One Piece pre-release was like pretty disappointing for the most part. Only like one store that I attended was actually following their pre-release for that, and I didn't get into that tournament because I was on a waiting list, and apparently all 16 people that actually did sign up showed up. What else? But I was able to buy a box at least at the one store actually charging retail. And for those of you that don't know, like a lot of One Piece boxes are going for like 200 plus each right now. So buying a box for like $95 is kind of a nice plus. I did choose to crack the box because I felt like I wanted to gamble a little bit and try to get the chase card out of the set. Unfortunately, I did not hit the chase card. And my weekend with that specific weekend in TCGs for me in general was not the greatest. It's just like Fountain's not bad. We can check that one real quick. Fountain is going for. Let's check real quick here. Fountains are around $12, $13. That's not bad. Add that to the cart. It looks like we're around like $40 and $41 in value right now. Where was I? Oh, the One Piece pre-release was just like uneventful for me for the most part. I like One Piece. It's been fun. The set 1 format for One Piece was fun, but going to set 2 looks kind of like not great. So I don't know. I mean, I'll play One Piece for fun, but I'm not like gonna become like a professional like One Piece player anytime soon. Like I'm already playing 3 card games right now. Like so, Yu-Gi-Oh is always gonna be my main card game that I play because it's pretty much my main source of income, my main business. So I'm always gonna follow Yu-Gi-Oh and what's going on with them. Oh my god, another Valiance card. Rip. Oh, there's probably like one more Ultra left in this box. But yeah, Yu-Gi is always going to be my main game. I do play White Shorts. I am not really financially invested in that game. I do have some signed cards for a personal collection, mostly from like Kobayashi and older sets. But that game I will never like truly like, unless I have a storefront, I might sell sealed product for it if and when I can. But I would never like go into Weiss as like to try to like resell it for the most part. It's like more of it's definitely a hobby game for me. That's one game that's like very casual. I do recommend that game if you are an anime fan. You find like a series that you do like. There's a lot of newer decks try to follow the newer anime series right now. So Weiss is fun. It's not highly competitive. It's mostly like the waifu type deck situations. Like you basically play the deck of the animes you like. Like you can try hard in that game, but like the difference between try harding in that game and oh my god, rip another Valiance card. I already know that card's like under $2, so I'm not even gonna bother looking that one up. But yeah, I enjoy Weiss as like just a passive game. One Piece is like a game for me though that's like in between like competitive and casual. I do like the competitive aspect of One Piece in terms of locally, but I don't really have an interest in becoming like a professional One Piece player or just like going to like travel to regionals or stuff. I enjoy One Piece. It's like, okay, this is a game that can like kind of test me a little bit, but at the same time, it's like I'm only going to really be competing at like a local level for that game. I'm not really going to go out of my way to compete on a higher level for the most part. So as a side note, we actually are like 2 boxes in so far, and we've only really made like $40. So we're like negging $40 overall right now. I'm kind of just this is kind of a gamble for me in terms of like an investment. Even if as long as I hit close to breaking even, I don't mind, because a lot of like the $2 undercards I can resell for like $1 each. So I'm just doing more of this so to like re-up my own personal inventory. Oh my god, these is that the third Valiance card? Jeez. I'm actually just low on this inventory because I've had a lot of people locally ask me for Labyrinth cards, and I just like didn't have any. But this is like a good excuse to like have inventory again so I can trade up. So like I'm not really trying to necessarily sell the cards I'm pulling, but I want to have them in my my binder as trade bait for the most part. I personally prefer to trade cards over reselling them because I can get better returns on trades than I can actually selling them. Because it's really hard to like sell for full value in person because most people especially in the Yu-Gi-Oh community will ask for like, oh, can you do this for like 85% or 80% off? And I'm not really a fan about that. I'd rather trade up for like stuff that either I know might go up in value or stuff that's like cycling out. Like I'd rather just trade. I'd rather just trade. I'd like to do like future trades, like I'm trading for the future. So like Labyrinth might be hot right now, but maybe I trade for something that I think is gonna do well in like 6 months down the line, and I'll trade towards that, or I'll trade up, or I'll just explain to somebody like, yeah, I know this card's going for X. So let's say the Labyrinth card's going for about $25, right? The Labyrinth trap. What I'll normally do is I'll ask the person if they're okay like trading up like doing like $30 worth of trade, $30 or $35 worth of cards for. Oh, is this the good one? I hope this is the good one. I remember one of the small girls is kind of trash, and like one of them is actually like seeing play. I'm hoping this is the good one. This is the good one. All right, they are going for about $20 right now. We'll add that to the cart. So we're at about $60 in value right now. But yeah, so I'll usually ask for like if I have like a $25 card, especially if it's seeing meta play, I'll explain to the person like, hey, look, I don't necessarily want to do an even trade. I usually try to be upfront and honest with everybody in trades. I don't necessarily want to be even in this trade, especially if I'm trading for cards that aren't really seeing meta play. What I'm willing to do though is I'll trade for about $35 worth of your cards, especially the ones that aren't really seeing meta play, and we can call it a day. And I think that's perfectly fine as long as you're being upfront and honest with the person that you're trading and dealing with. Like, it's kind of a gray area when it comes to that, because you can be sneaky and lie to the person, but you really can't do that because smartphones exist. So they're gonna pull out their smartphone and look at the prices of the cards. Everybody does it, right? So I'd rather just be upfront and honest with everybody about the prices of my cards and their cards, and just be like, look, I know cards are going for X. Oh, another fountain. Let's add that to the list. I think fountains were about 12. I think. We'll just add another one to the cart. All right, so we're about $72 in value right now. But yeah, I'm just a firm believer, just being upfront and honest with everybody. It's like, hey, look, oh, this card is terrible. We haven't pulled a collector's rare though. We should soon, because I don't think like these boxes aren't really like mappable for collector rares in that regard. So we should be hitting one relatively soon. But yeah, I'm just upfront and honest with people. If they're okay with the trade, we do it. If not, that's fine. And like, I'm okay with like not doing an even trade with somebody because this is kind of like what I do for a living. And I would hope both parties can respect each other on that, but sometimes people get a certain way about it. Unfortunately, since we are in the TCG industry, a lot of people have like either some type of emotional attachment to their cards, or let's just say like everybody who's in this who plays TCGs, you realistically have to think there's like something kind of went wrong in most people's lives if you're playing TCGs. I guess that's being a little blunt, but maybe putting the nice way to put it. I mean, I had a lot of social issues growing up personally. I suffered from social anxiety. I was overweight, and I was bullied a lot in school. So that's kind of what drove me into like TCGs. And well, first I think I was a '90s kid, so what really got me into the whole thing was Pokemon. I think most people my age also got into it around the Pokemon era when it first came with the Pokemon TCG. And then like I kind of just stuck with the TCG thing for a little bit. And then that's around the early 2000s when Yu-Gi-Oh came out. And needless to say, that game changed that show and the game changed my life forever pretty much. I got fascinated with the anime. I had a whole weeb phase. I actually did quite well for Shonen Jumps and YCSs when I was younger. And I actually got into the whole industry because I wanted to, oh, rip. That card is worthless. Oh my god, I'm pulling all these Valiant garbage cards. But anyway, I got into the industry because, simply put, I really wanted to travel to events to compete. And, well, my parents obviously were going to pay for that. So I'm like, all right, that's fine. So I realized you can sell cards on eBay. At the time, eBay was the only option really to sell cards. And this was the mid-2000s. So I ended up buying and selling a lot of cards just to help fund trips. And then I realized, oh, wait, I can make actual money doing this. Then over years, this turned into more of a business. And here we are now. I pack, ship. I buy, sell, pack, ship. I am a one-man show. Ooh. I got a little bit of gastric reflux today. So apologize if I'm burping a little bit here. Yeah, so I basically became a one-man show. I currently don't have employees. I sometimes hire some close friends of mine for when I'm trying to do like mass box openings or for pre-sales to help me open packs and help me sort the cards that we pull. I like to call them they're like pack opening parties. We just oh my god, I'm pulling all these Valiant cards. I'm having terrible luck today. I think I'm on box number 4 right now. We got about $70 in value. Not looking good. I haven't even hit a collector rare yet. So hopefully I should hit one soon. Yeah, so I have pack opening parties. So, and for the most part, I do everything myself. I could essentially like move up. Like I could grow my business even more if I ever wanted to. That is the bad one. So that one card's under $1. We're not going to even bother putting that on the list. I could move up. I could like realistically start a business, like start a storefront if I wanted to. Unfortunately, I'm not really crazy about having a storefront right now. The industry as a whole, especially right now, is kind of toxic. Like it's always been a little toxic, but like the last couple of years has been really bad. Okay, another fountain. Unfortunately, the whole Logan Paul thing kind of made everything worse. Like it made everything more expensive, but also made like the whole community a little bit worse, because now you have to deal with a lot of these a lot more backpack vendors essentially than there used to be. So it creates this very weird dynamic now. Like I mean I can't really be one to talk because I started like everybody starts as a backpack vendor in this industry, right? Like that's just the reality. But usually I would say like 80 to 90% of those people usually fade out over time. Either because they start getting into a better job or start making more money doing something else. Because It's very hard to make money, like real money in this industry, unless you like dedicate your life to it, pretty much. Like this type of industry is really great for college kids that are looking to like kind of get their foot into the door for like entrepreneurship, because you can easily make a couple $100s a week just buying and selling collections, flipping the singles, putting the work into it. Like this is a nice little college gig for somebody that doesn't want a real job, right? But long term, realistically you have to hire people. You have to open a storefront, especially if you don't have money prior. Your life like this becomes your life when you open a store. And I personally am not like mentally prepared or ready for that in my life right now. I don't. If I do plan to eventually open a card store, but I would like to do it when I have like a significant amount of money saved up, because I don't want to be reliant on the physical storefront to be my main source of income. I do have investments in stocks and other collectibles that I've invested into over the years. And I'm also, a story for another day, I do own my own house outright, but I'd rather not delve into it this video specifically. That's going to be a story for another day. Maybe when there's a lot more subscribers. It's not a story I'm really comfortable with. It's very personal. Oh, well, finally got a runic tip. I actually almost forgot this card was in the set. Let's check real quick. I like the runic engine. It's weird. I like the runic engine personally. Oh, they're only $20 right now. Wow, these kind of tanked. I figured they'd be more expensive. All right, so it's around 105 right now. We're 105 on box number 6 right now. So we've only really made like a quarter of our money back. And keep in mind, we've only these boxes were only $40 a piece too. But yeah, long story short, I enjoy my current lifestyle. And if I were to like essentially put more time and effort into opening a store, I wouldn't be able to like travel and like enjoy life. Like, oh, finally a Starlight. Oh, we got a lovely Starlight. Or no, Starlight. No, I mean, I don't know why I'm saying Starlight. I mean collector rare. Finally hit a collector rare. Like, that took a minute. They are going for... Okay, they're around $60 right now. Okay, so we're making a little bit of money back here right now. This was a tip and a collector rare. It was a pretty solid box. All right, so we're at 166 in value right now. Again, like I said, the ultimate goal is to try to get as close to 400 as possible. Oh, wow, this is a fantastic box. We got a Hugin. Hugins are... They're around $15, $16. All right, so we're at 181 right now. I do wonder how many people are actually going to watch this video like all the way through. Please comment below. Oh, we got another lovely. Yeah, please comment below if you're actually watching this video all the way through and what you think about my thoughts and everything. I'm very, very curious because I'm mostly just rambling to whatever the first thing that pops into my mind right now. So, yeah. Because usually I'm just cracking these by myself without any help. So we're at 184 right now. I think that should be all the ultras out of this box, though. I'm usually just doing it by myself. This is like, I guess this is like a good way to at least try to attempt to monetize what I'm doing, because I'm not gonna lie. Part of the reason I'm doing a lot of these videos and trying to upload daily is to eventually get those channels to a point where I'm like at least monetizing. I would ultimately like to make a couple $100s a month doing this. Just like nice secondary income. I always like the idea of having money that works for you. So being able to like sleep at night and have like a check come in, let's say like end of the month, I make like $100 just because people are watching this video. That's fantastic. Like, this is like something I would normally be doing anyway, but you all can join me and watch. Might be able to have a future conversation and have fun. I really just want to kind of dial in people into my life a little bit. Because it does get a little bit, like, doing this by myself does get a little bit lonely. I will say I have worked in like a corporate world before. One of my last jobs, I was a assistant manager in shipping and receiving at a food service company. That was the last corporate job I've had. And honestly, I hated that job with a passion. The people were nice. It's just, I personally think it's very, very, very depressing to be stuck in a cubicle for like 20, 30 years. I mentally can't do it. Like, the idea of spending like most of your life in a cubicle, right, is very depressing to me. And I would personally rather make less money doing what I enjoy than being stuck inside a cubicle, like working 9 to 5. Because yeah, at the end of the day, you can make about $100K a year working at companies like that full time with benefits. Like, you can definitely make you can make a livable, good sized living. But then it's just like, that's your life though, and that's your younger years too. And like, you can grind up. Like, very, very, very few people grind up to the point you're making like $500K to $1 million a year. Realistically, the average person who gets into those type of jobs are probably going to end up making about $100 to $200K a year. And they're going to retire with, a pretty good pension plan. But it's like, the question I ask myself is like, do I want to work for 30 years for a company inside a cubicle? Like, maybe you take a couple weeks off a year for vacation, or would I rather just, make a little less money and have a bit more freedom during my day and have like the opportunity to travel a bit more, essentially. Especially travel during my younger years. I am young. I'm only 33. Like, you could make the argument, it's like I'm basically, oh, wait, is this the good one? No, it's not the good one, is it? Like, it's still a collector rare, but is it the good one? No, it's not the good one. I always personally forget which one's the good one and the bad one. It's the bad one. Okay, I mean, at least it's a collector, I guess, right? Not the one we were trying to hit for. They're about like 23 to 25. All right, we're around like 208 right now in terms of value. I'm hoping to hit like at least two more collector rares. I'm not holding my breath for it, but we'll see. But yeah, like, I just like the fact I can wake up around like 9 or 10 o'clock every day. I get up, Bad Ultra. I get up, I go to my computer, and I just start my day. I don't have to drive to work every day. I don't have to work. I don't have a boss to check it. Like, I am my own boss, right? Like, when there's a fuck up, it's on me. But the problem is, like, working in like a corporate job, sometimes it's not your fuck up, but you get blamed for it anyway. And that's like that's mentally infuriating for me personally. and I just can't deal with toxic work culture. But ultimately, I'm in a very, 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 very fortunate financial situation that allows me to like live the life I want to. Like, don't get me wrong, the life I live is not for everybody. Like, not everybody unfortunately has the ability to do what I do. It is possible, but you do have to cut out certain social aspects of your life if you want to pursue this as a full-time career. And there's definitely been times, like, even doing what I'm doing, there's times when I'm like, man, what am I doing? Like, there's definitely times where I hate what I'm doing. But overall, I would say like 80% of the time, I truly enjoy what I'm doing. I would say the 20% of the time where I'm like, man, why am I doing this? It's just like, those are just like X case scenario. Ariana. That should be the good one. Yeah, that is the good one. We are, I think that's, what was it, $20? Yeah, around like $19, $20. All right, so we're at 228 right now in terms of value. This is box number 7 right now. If I had to guess, I doubt we're even gonna get close to breaking even on this. So it's like, it is what it is kind of thing. I knew buying these was a bit of a gamble. I only bought these boxes because they're pretty discounted, because I know most of the sealed boxes right now go for about 60, 65, but one seller was selling them for 40 a piece shipped, and I'm just like, you know what, let's take a gamble on it. Unfortunately, this gamble is not looking like it's about to pay off unless like between this box and the next 2 boxes I pull like really well. I doubt I'll even be able to like break even on it. Man, this is probably gonna be one of my longest videos now. I hope. Oh, anti-spell. That's a collector anti-spell. That's a good one to hit. Let's check that one real quick. I got a very awkward tight setup here right now. I might show you a little bit at the end. Oh, our collector anti-spells only. Oh, okay. I saw like 25. I'm like, wait, no, that can't be right. No, they're around like $50 near mint. There's a couple listed lightly played for 40, but we can safely assume that they're near mint. So we're at 276 right now. That seems kind of low for anti-spell though. That's probably a card that should be worth more, realistically. That was a nice hit though. So I think we should get at least one more collector rare, realistically. Hitting the one that the good Labyrinth card as a collector rare will actually might get us to break even. So if we can get to that, we'll be in a pretty good spot actually. Oh boy, I just ate a lunch like an hour ago too. So I try to eat pretty healthy during the week. There's a place called like Bole. Oh, tip, nice. There's a place called Bole near me. It's kind of like the healthy version of Chipotle is the best way to put it. No heavy food. It's mostly just chicken, vegetables, rice. You know, like basic stuff. I don't really have like a lot of personal time to meal prep. I try to meal prep when I can, but a lot of times I just don't have the time. So having that place as an option for me to eat like relatively healthy without meal prepping has been like a blessing for the most part. They are a little bit on the expensive side. Like it's usually like $13 out the door for like a large bowl, but that large bowl can usually fills me up for most of the day. I could eat that and potentially not eat for the rest of the day for the most time. And I'm eating like pretty decent quality food. Nothing like terrible. What I usually like to get when I go to Bulle is I'll get like spinach and rice as a base. For vegetables, I'll usually get like sweet potato and broccoli. And then for, Hugin. That's all right. Let's hit like 2 more. Even if we don't hit a collector rare, if we hit like 2 more boxes like that, I think we should be pretty close to breaking even. Because we're at 313 right now. Yeah, then I'll get a little bit of cheese and sometimes a little bit of sriracha sauce on it, and it's a nice meal for today. I don't eat breakfast. I try to stick to intermittent fasting because I am overweight, and that's through many years of poor life decisions. I did have to like kind of start watching I did kind of have to start watching what I eat now because I faced some health issues back in 2020. Not COVID related, but like other health issues. I ended up finding out I have an autoimmune disease. Weight might have been weight was probably a contributing factor to other problems as well. So I did lose quite a bit of weight. Unfortunately, I did gain quite a bit of it again. So I've definitely watched what I eat a lot more now. I don't cut like everything out of my life. Like I'm not like, oh, I'm never gonna eat pizza again kind of thing. Like I try to eat healthy during the week, and then like on the weekends I allow myself to be, just have a little bit some cheat meals. But I don't. If I have a cheat meal during the weekend, I try to have it as one giant meal. That way I'm like pretty full throughout the day. But yeah, I will say I've been a little over 300 most of my life. When I did lose a lot of weight, I did drop to around 260. What worked for me was a combination of intermittent fasting, and I cut out 2 key things. I cut out, well, 3 key things technically. I cut out heavy sugars, like the obvious stuff, candies, brownies, stuff like that. I cut out one big thing I cut out was bread. I didn't eat bread for almost a year. And then I cut out processed foods. That's the bad values. I cut out processed foods, but I still ate chicken. I still ate steak. I still ate a lot of meats. Still had rice. I had natural sugars. And that's sugar that only came from like fruits, pretty much. So I think I don't think you necessarily need to cut all sugar, but if you consume your sugars through like fruit, I think that's perfectly fine because those are natural sugars that your body processes regularly. You want to avoid, like, for sugars, you want to avoid unhealthy sugars, like the candies, the cakes, like all that type of stuff. But yeah, I pretty much proved concept is that you can lose weight and still eat a majority. Oh, welcome Labyrinth. All right. I should be around like 25. You can still eat a good majority of foods, but you just, if you avoid processed foods, you will almost be guaranteed to lose weight even without exercise, to be perfectly honest. All right, so we're at 338 right now. We're actually getting very, very close to the break-even number. So, assuming the last box isn't terrible, we should be relatively close to that break-even number. Oh man, I don't know how, I don't know if I can keep on talking. This is Hugin. All right, another Hugin Dugan. Dugan. Oh, Mugen, like the Mugen train from Demon Slayer. Haha, I can rhyme. I can rhyme. I can chime. I can hime. I don't know if that's even a word, but we'll just say it is for now. All right, we're at 354. All right. I don't think these last 2 packs are anything, but we'll crack them anyway. I have like a giant like trash pile right next to me. I might clean that up one day. We'll see. I am very, very, very bad at cleaning my own house. All right. I probably need a girlfriend for that at some point in my life. All right. Last box. So we're currently at 354 in value right now. So it is very possible to break even. Assuming this box doesn't, as long as this box has, I probably like almost any collector. Oh, I don't even want to say that, but as long as it's not like a Valiance box, we should be able to break even. So no Valiance. Let's go. Let's look for those Labyrinth cards. Come on, we need some Labyrinths. Let me get the good collector Labyrinth. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. I don't know how to make this a song, but I feel like it should be. Now, oh boy. Definitely like I'm hoping I have this camera angle like, because I'm not looking at it at all. I'm just assuming most of this is got on camera. I expect maybe like five views from this video, to be honest. If I'm being perfectly honest, I think like oh, all right. I don't think it's worth a lot. I think it should be worth more. Like, this is a card I almost kind of want to just buy out. Like, Pendulums should be good again one day, right? All right, this is around like 18. This feels. I'm probably not even gonna list or sell this card. I'm probably just gonna like hold this card on to. Astrograph Sorcerer just feels like a card that should be worth a lot more. Like, I think $18 for that card is way too low. Like, if you're a Pendulum fan, just buy this card. Like, it's way too low than what it should be, in my opinion. That should be the good one. I literally can never. Oh boy, I am sorry about that. I literally can never remember which one's the good one and which one's the bad one. Because I don't play. Okay, that's the good one. All right, so we pulled a collector rare. We pulled the good ones. We're at 392, guys. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost to break even. Crazy. Crazy how I'm just excited just to try to break even. I did not think we were going to break even, but we can get there. Just no Valiant cards. No Valiant cards. We're at 392. We're at 392. We're almost there. Oh, rip. That's a Valiant card. I think there's one more Ultra. I think there's one more Ultra. I'm not sure if we went through it already, but we're down to like the last couple packs here. Last couple packs. Ah, dang it. All right, so we're like $7 off the number we wanted to be. Again, realistically, I would have liked to pull a little bit better. Not as much Valiant cards as I want. I pulled way more Valiant cards than I was hoping for. That's the short answer. All right, so